Hello, it's okay if I record this so I can tell accurate notes. Only our team will see it.
Yeah, it's okay for me. Before going to the interview, could you please give an overview about Midas?
We're building Midas, a tool that helps retail investor combine financial news, online discussion, sentiment, and historical price data to understand what driven a stock.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, please go ahead.
How would you describe your role right now? Are you a student? Are you working in which industry?
So I'm working techie. I'm working in the technology side.
Uh, what is your age range? Uh, 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and from 45 upper.
Actually, I don't want to reveal my age for this kind of survey, but I would prefer to say 35 to 44. That would work. Yeah.
Thank you. How long have you been investing, trading?
I've been in investing and trading about 1.5 year.
How about do you make investment decision daily, a few times a week, weekly, monthly? You never change.
Actually, I plan my investing decision monthly wise because I'm a monthly salaried employee. So at the end of the month, I see how much is my saving and how much I can invest. So it is based on the monthly wise.
What kinds of products do you invest in?
I would go for a few large cap stocks.
How would you describe your risk tolerance? Very cautious, somewhat cautious, balanced, aggressive.
I would say somewhat cautious to balanced. That will be the safest one.
And what is your typical Honda style? Digest, swings, uh, or long-term investment?
It will be the long term from months to years.
Uh, think about the last stock you researched or traded. What was it?
Let me think of it because I invest in lot of entities. So if I remember well, it is Apple.
And can you walk me through your process step by step from first interest to make a decision?
Can you please repeat your question?
Uh, could you please walk me through your process step by step from first interest to make a decision? Hello.
Give me a second. So first, pick up your quality company, then check business evaluations and read latest earning news. When I confirm long-term thesis, I decide amount to buy, often DCA. I also set alerts and review monthly or quarterly.
Now, what did you check first? Then second.
Always is the earning first. When I earn, I can get some saving, then I can invest, and the second is news.
Um, where do you usually do this research? For example, you research stock at home or a workplace, late night.
I normally do these kind of activities after my working hours. It means at home and usually at night.
What tools or sources do you use most?
There are a lot of tools online I could see. but I would prefer to go with Yahoo Finance, company earning releases, and Trading View.
Mm, how many minutes do you spend researching before buying or selling a stock?
Actually, buying and selling. See, whenever I want to sell, so it will not take long time for me because the number is in front of my eyes, so I can compare the current value and the target value. But when I go to buy, I need to think a lot. I will take 1 to 3 hours.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you choose info from news, Reddit, X, YouTube, or friends, and why?
Mm, this is a tricky question, but I never used YouTube actually, but obviously I go with friends, and which I can give 3 out of 5 because I must verify it. For the news, it's 4 out of 5 because it has clear source and it's a verified source also. Reddit and X, I would prefer 1 out of 5 because it's more sentiment.
Do you use what list, alerts, or screeners?
Yeah, yes, sure. I use the watch list and also for the price alerts.
Do you compare multiple sources stick to one main sources?
Uh, Normally, when you are going for the trading, you need to have something to compare. Okay, then only you can find the best out of it. Okay, so normally, ideally, I always use reliable sources, minimum 2 or 3.
Uh, why do you use those tools? What do they do well for you?
They are fast, make it easy to change basics, earnings, and settings.
Do you discuss your trading with your friends, family, colleagues? Hello.
Can you please repeat your question? I
Do
think
you discuss your
very
trading
big from my side. Could you
with
please
your
repeat your
friends?
last question?
Do you discuss your trading with your friends, family, colleagues?
I always keep my sales status very private. I never share with even with my family also. But sometimes, whenever I see some risk or whenever I need some suggestion, so I would discuss about the trading with some of my friends only. Yeah.
Do you get any information about investment? For example, recommendations from others.
Yes, I always get the suggestion from others. I collect the information from others regarding the investments and the recommendations, but the final decision should always from my side. Yeah, I always verify by myself first.
Uh, when markets are moving fast, what change about your progress? About your process?
You see, the world is not in a stable condition because of lot of wars happening. The stock may go up and down. Okay, so in this case, what I do is I don't rush. I stick to my plan and avoid impulse buys. So this will save my time and also it safeguard my investment.
What are you trying to achieve with investing right now?
Of course, build a long-term wealth steadily and also to save some of the to save some money for my future, for my family. Yeah.
What does a good decision feel like to you?
It matches my long-term thesis and risk level. This is, I think that it's a good decision that I feel like.
And what does success look like in 6 months later, 1 year later?
6 months keep contributing. 1 year, A good return and better understanding of earnings and financial statements. See, when I invest for a long time, I get the good profit. So this is common in all the investment.
What makes you excited to invest? What keeps you coming back?
Learning how businesses work and seeing my investment increases over the time, and finally the amount of money or the value that I get from my investment, that makes me excited.
What is the hardest part of researching a stock?
Knowing what matters, long term versus short term noise, that I feel that hardest part of the researching a stock.
What is more frustrating about your current tool's success?
The information is scattered across the news, charts and discussion. We have a lot of source of information, but we need to verify that. Okay, that is very frustrating. Sometime I could see different information from different websites, so that makes me really frustrated.
Tell me about a time you felt overwhelmed or uncertain. What caused it?
During the market drop, too many bad news and mixed opinions, so that makes not only me but all the investors make confused.
Have you ever made a decision you regretted because of news or social hype?
Yes, sure. I made couple of decisions that I purely based on the current news and the social hype. Yeah, but I chased hype ones. Yes.
What happened? What would have helped?
Actually, the price ran up fast, and I felt for more. A clear what changed summary and similar past examples would help.
How much time do you want to spend uh, com- uh, compared with actually spend?
I want 30 minutes, often spend 1 to 2 hours. So that I think is pretty good for us, for me. Yeah.
Which succeed do you choose list and why?
Basically, I should never trust any source of information, but some of the post on Facebook or X platform with no sources and lot of bias.
How do you usually find important news about a stock?
Yahoo Finance and earning calendar alerts. So these are the things I usually find important.
And do you pay attention to online discussion, for example, Reddit, X, Discord, YouTube comments, etc.?
Yes, I take into consideration because I could see what the people are currently discussing about the current situation. Okay, it helps us to analyze to get more information on the current market, but I do it rarely.
What do you look for? For example, volume, keywords, tone, or influencers.
If I check, I look for repeated themes and links to real sources, but not hype. Yeah.
How do you decide whether online sentiment is a signal or a noise?
Obviously, Signal has earnings, credible news, noise is options without proof.
When news and sentiment conflict, what do you do?
When the news and sentiment conflicts, I follow verified news or earnings because the verified news help me to understand what exactly happening in the market.
Do you ever try to connect news or sentiment to price movement? If yes, how? And if no, what stop you?
Only sometimes it's hard because sentiment is noisy and price moves for many reasons, so which is not very stable. Correct? Yeah.
Um, when you see a big price move, what question do you immediately have?
I really surprised why that big price move happens suddenly. So I would like to analyze the cost, what caused it, and does it change the long-term thesis? So these are the questions in my mind whenever I see the big price move.
Do you look at the historical patterns? For example, best earning, best headline, previous buy.
If I understand well, you are asking me the historical patterns, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If it is a question, then yes, mainly the past earnings, reactions, and drawdowns.
What tools help with that today?
There are a lot of tools, but I would like to. I always go with charts, earning history, and the news pages.
What kinds of visual help you understand what is happening?
This visual helps where I can see some chart. I mean, especially for the price chart with event markers and the simple timeline. Yeah, that help me to understand from which time to which time the price is going up and which time the price is going down. So this makes me a very clear and gives the visual impact.
If an app show you for a single stock, uh, for example, key news summary, what people are saying online, historical price reactions in similar situations, how useful would that be for you? Why?
Uh, because it's really very useful because it saves my time. I don't need to go for again search for the same news because I hear from the people. Yeah.
What would you want to see first when you open a stock page?
Obviously, what was the changes from yesterday to today and summary of the last changed, the comparison table plus earning highlights. These are the two things that I want to see first whenever I open the stock page.
And what feature would be must have in our app?
Mm, see, you can try to put the source link, the verified source link, okay, and earning summary and key metrics, even timelines and alerts. So these are the very, I mean, not only the me, every investor they want to have these kind of features in any investment app.
What feature would be nice to have?
Similar past cases and light sentiment by topic because see case study is very important in everything. Even if you go for any investment, if you are doing any kind of investment, the case study is very important. So if you can put that's the past cases and also the life sentiment by topic, that would be helpful for the investors like us.
What would make you not choose an app?
Is clearly no sources or unclear sources. See, we see as investors, we always depend on the source of information. Okay, if your app is not able to provide the real data or the data from the unclear sources, then it will be very hard for us. We could have the wrong information, and our investment might might go in a wrong way. Yeah.
If our app Midas could do one thing instantly to help you decide faster, what should it be?
An explanation for a moment with main reason, impact, and similar past cases, which I explained in the previous questions. Yeah.
And what advice would you give us to make it useful?
There are a lot of advice, but I see whatever it is, keep it very simple and transparent, and always show the sources. These are the my advice for your app, and not only from me. Everybody wants it the same. Don't make your app very complex. Make it very simple, the user friendly. That would be the success of your app.
Can we use a short anonymous code from you in our report?
Yes, 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 sure, you can.
Anything I didn't ask you that you think is matter?
I would say I think you already covered most points. Okay, but again, I just think if your app is able to provide the source of information, that should be verified.
And what
Okay,
make
this is only thing that.
yes, what
Yes,
make
please.
you hold and sell during the volatility?
I hold if long-term fundamentals are still strong. I sell if it has worse financials or the valuation becomes too risky. Yeah, this is not only for me, for all the investors.
And how important is daily news to you?
Not very important, but I focus more on earnings and major business updates than daily headlines. And I take the information what I need from the current news, daily news. Yeah, that makes the daily news is important to me.
Do you care more about fundamentals than sentiment? Why?
Yeah, yes, fundamentals drive long-term performance, while sentimental is often short-term and noisy.
What kinds of summaries would be enough without feeling distracted?
I would say the key earnings result, guidance, one or two major news items, and main risks. Okay, before
Uh, that's on the question I want to ask. And
okay, so can I ask you some question?
do you have any question?
Yeah, yes, yes. I have some question. Do you have any experience on investment? As you are, I know you are. Yeah, as you are creating an app. So, what kind of experience do you have?
I have only less experience in investment. So we're trying to make an app to useful for all the users.
Okay, perfect. So you are getting the information from investors like me, and you compile all the information, and it would support you to optimize your app. Correct?
Yes. Thank you
Yeah,
for your
that's a
time.
great. Thank you. Thank you so much.